Today on Awakening with Amy, how to manifest anything effortlessly. Hi there, I'm Amy Valentine. I'm a certified life coach hoping to awaken within you a mindset that you can be, do, and have any desire. And today we have a powerful message. So stick around and just let it all just sink in. Just be open to the message today because it's all about creating win-win scenarios in your life. And that's really what I meant by effortless manifesting. Because so often we think that life is a struggle, right? But like Florence Scovel Shinn says, life is not a struggle, it's actually a game. And how you win at the game of life is to look at everything in your life as a golden link in the chain of your good. Even if a situation doesn't look like it's working out for you, she's saying that if you come from that higher perspective, from the higher view, you know fulfillment. You only know fulfillment. So you know nothing is what it seems to be. Nothing is what it appears to be. And you start telling yourself, you start telling those doubts that no, it's all working out. So that's really the first thing in this creating a win-win scenario, effortless manifesting, is a perspective shift, right? When we understand that every desire comes to us seeking fulfillment, that's why it feels so bad when we don't let the desires unfold. Think about that. That is so huge. Every desire comes to you wanting to be fulfilled by you. And the way and the means to it is through the higher perspective. That inner being within you, your soul, knows the path to everything you want. Like Abraham Hicks says, your inner being is taking you around all the resistance on your path. Because why? It doesn't see the resistance, it only sees the end, which is always fulfillment. And so when you're not letting yourself love your desire and nurture your desires, what's happening? You don't believe in fulfillment in that moment. It's the ego present. And when that desire is shunned or not loved, you're not allowing that higher version of you to show you the way. And that's why you feel so bad. You think it's that outside circumstance or that situation that created that dissatisfaction, when no, that dissatisfaction is coming from you have a desire and you're not letting yourself go for it. I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, win-win scenarios. So it's all about perspective shift. So this is what you do. When you feel that negative emotion rising, know my ego is present. My ego isn't wrong. You just start talking to yourself. It's like that inner talking, right? The ego's not wrong. It's just limited. It's unconscious to your higher good, right? It's not your higher self. And that's the beautiful relationship. Once you cultivate that inner relationship of knowing what your emotions are telling you, then you let go of the ego. You stop fighting it. You stop resisting any resistance because you know everything is always working out for you, right? So that's one way to change your perspective on anything to create a win-win is having those mantras on the ready. Everything is always working out for me. I can't see how or when, but I just know that it's on its way. When one door closes, another door opens. Or how about if it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. What is that doing? That's dropping the importance. That's the second thing to be aware of. Drop attachment to specific outcomes. If you're clinging to a certain outcome, that is your clue. The ego is present and telling you you have to cling to that outcome because you're afraid it won't work out. So now you're coming from a perspective, the lower perspective, that, well, it doesn't work out for me. And now you're creating a lose-lose situation, or I lose and the other person wins, which is competition. And the ego is always fighting to be seen. Like, look at me, look at me. It's always fighting because it doesn't know that love is the way. Ease is the way. Effort is the way of resistance. When I have to work hard and try, that's implying that I can't have it. I can't be it unless I prove myself worthy of it, right? So think about an example. Let's do an example here to give a broader picture. Your specific person is supposed to call you and you're on social media and you're like, oh my God, you see pictures and you're like, oh my God, he's out with his friends. What is happening? He told me he was going to call me, right? Now you're looking at a situation, you're making up a story in your head because you really don't know. You haven't talked to him yet. You don't really know what's going on, but you're filtering that situation through a lens of fear. And that's how you know your ego is present. And that's how you know it's not the whole picture. And that's what you do. You start talking to yourself in that way. Because energy, this is key. This is really powerful to remember. Energy, all energy is neutral. It's not good or bad, right or wrong. The same energy that creates that feeling of excitement and fulfillment and satisfaction is the same energy that creates that disappointment, or I'm not fulfilled, or things aren't working out for me. How is it the same? Well, energy is neutral until we filter it through a lens of fear or love. Think about that. That is so powerful. That's how you shift every situation to win-win. And when you're thinking best case scenario, no matter what, win-win scenarios, that feels effortless. You drop the striving, you drop clinging to a specific outcome, because now you know you're cultivating that higher awareness, that higher perspective. And you're coming from that person that can be, do, and have anything you desire. And that's the higher view. So when you're looking from the higher view, look at that same scenario. Your SP calls you. It says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I forgot about tonight. I had this work event. I left my phone on my desk and then I didn't realize it till I went to call you. And I realized I couldn't call you. So I had to go back to my office, grab my phone and shoot you this text and call you. I mean, same situation, right? Just two different perspectives. So remember, look at everything in your life as for you. Look at everything as it's working out. And that's how you drop the importance, you lessen the resistance, you look at it, it's a perspective shift. It's a willingness to cultivate an inner reality that things are always working out for me. And this is how you create win-win scenarios and best case scenarios for your life. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being here, liking and sharing the video. This is how we get the message out there. Shoot me a message, amy@avlifecoaching.com. I'd love to hear from you. Comment, any questions below, anything. And just know you are worthy of any desire, and that desire is seeking fulfillment through you. Until next time, take care.